This is the way it goes. This is the way it goes. Oh, I Hi everybody. Lisa Fry on Live with Spirit on Spiritual Psychic TV. The lag is all me, you guys. I'm working on my internet. Obviously, I have an issue today. We spiral around internet issues because the energy is so high in what we do, right? So we are going to clear that up next time. But we are here to work on community, to work with everybody. We want to have chat. We want to have communication. We want to have fun. We want to raise joy because joy and love are the things that bring in spirit the most. And that is what we do. We laugh and we have a great time and we receive messages. And it's so funny that my mouth is just not moving with my voice, but bear with me. Bear with me. It's all good. So once again, I said my name's Lisa Fry, and I'm with My Mystical Life on Facebook, and you can find us on YouTube as well. And I'm sure we'll see in the chat a great group of people. So if you guys are on here from My Mystical Life, give us a whoop whoop, because here we are, and we are going to have some fun. And they are a wonderful group of people. So tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a very, very eclectic reader. I may give you anything from your Akashic records to your animal totem to a mediumship message to just psychic information. And your guides may tell you to pull a card, for me to pull a card for you. I might even tell you what your clair is. That one just blows my mind. I think that's a fantastic ability to be able to tell somebody how exceptional they are. So join us, join the community, join the discussion. And I may not tell you exactly what you want to hear, but I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. So your spirit guides and your animal totems are all in charge of that. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the mouthpiece. So sit back, enjoy your messages, have fun, and let's raise some joy together and rise up. So thank you so much, Richard, for this opportunity to get on here and have a great time. Say that again. Oh, yes, I would love to say some hellos. Let's throw some hellos out there. Ellie's Guiding Light is a very, very dear friend of mine. Ellie's Guiding Light, I love you, girl. You know I do. And I will be talking to you later on this afternoon. We have some wonderful people that are going to be filtering through here, I know, on the program today. So I'm really excited. So hi to Ellie's Guiding Light. Wendy Cleaton, wonderful to meet you. Happy hump day, right? Happy hump day, middle of the week, time to move on. Move on. Olivia Thumbwood, love your profile picture. Can I hold right here for a second, please, Richard? I want to talk to Olivia. Olivia, I want to talk about your starseed connections. I'm not sure if you're aware of being a starseed or not, but I definitely get a lot of Lyrian connection for you. It is just this really deep thoughtfulness right behind your eyes. Your eyes really draw people in. Also, I want to talk about you being a really deep empath. So make sure you're paying attention because I feel like you have some extreme highs and lows. And I also feel like you're pretty in tune with that. But also, when you hit those lows, sometimes you don't look as deep and go, maybe that's not mine. So lean on your guides a little bit to give you an indication when something is actually not your information, because they are there for you. And I actually feel like you have someone that taps you on the left shoulder or hangs on the left shoulder of you just over the edge. So you feel like there's a presence. Just know that I feel like that's Archangel Michael trying to bring you in a lot of information and protection. So I really hope that that helps you a little bit and we can go ahead and move on. Harmonia Tarot, this is another dear friend of mine. Absolutely love her energy. She is a fantastic, fantastic individual. Kelly Hansen, another person from My Mystical Life that is just amazing. That's the drum she just made. Rachel Palmistry, welcome. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome. Nancy Bulliard, late bloomers in the house. How are you today, Nancy? Katrina McCabe. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you here. You know I love you all. Karen Thomas. Let's stop here on Karen Thomas really quickly. Karen Thomas, I want to talk about animal totems for you. I can actually hear shamanic drumming behind you, and I hear my soul song. And when I hear my personal soul song as a shaman, I know that somebody's on the right path. And I feel like you actually have three paths laid out in front of you where you can go, the easy path, or you can take the one that has maybe a couple more obstacles. Take the one with the obstacles. That's where you're going to learn your lessons. It's going to be beautiful. It's not right. It's not about the destination, you guys. It is so totally about the journey. Make your journey memorable, is what your guides are talking about. The animal totem I have for you is the eagle. It is the eagle. It is the golden eagle, actually. And the color of the animal totem means something to me because you have degrees of enlightenment within the color of the animal. You're right in that middle of that gold, which is also the healer energy for me. And this energy is talking about seeing everything around you, being aware and knowing in which direction to go by instinct. So follow your instincts. You are on the right track. You are doing a really great job in life. It may feel like you have hiccups, but every one of them has been designed by you. So move forward. Move forward and everything is going to be on. There we go. I lost myself for a second, but there I am. Moving on. It's okay. Technical difficulties is my middle name. So we do it all the time. Terry Wall, welcome, welcome. So what I do, you guys, is I will filter through as the comments come up. We're going to be welcoming people. And when my guides tell me, stop, this person needs to hear something, that's when I'm going to stop and we're going to do a reading. This working with the guides thing is so personal, so unique that each person does it differently. So as we go through, I do want to talk about Joe, though, Joe Stainsby. I want to talk about Akashic Records for you. I work quite extensively within the Akashic halls with Archangel Metatron and Saint Germain. And when we step into the halls and they want to bring back a past lifetime, I always find them extremely fascinating because they always give a lesson as to what we need to know right now. We don't just go in to do past lives because they're fluffy and they could be fun. To know who you were, because they're rarely uplifting. Sometimes you have a very short life. But I want to talk about Joe's very stoic energy that comes from a past life, and it is a very much a mother, a very much a giver. But it's also comes across as very spiritual. So I know this isn't your first spiritual lifetime. I think I have these in wrong. It's not your very first spiritual lifetime. You've had a lifetime where you've actually lived in like a nunnery and had a very quiet existence. That quietness to the soul actually feeds your soul. You have a capacity to love well beyond what other people think of as love. You live love very, very deeply. So this particular past lifetime talks about the self-sacrifice that was made in that lifetime and living from heart. Your soul just resonates with this beautiful silver light and energy. So I want you to know that this isn't a new thing for you. I also want to say that they give me the number 3. So as I'm going through the Akashic halls, this number 3 means you have 3 more lifetimes to go, and you have had a major hiccup in this lifetime that was a major lesson. I also want to say, you guys, when it comes to the question, what is my life purpose? Because I feel like Joe has really had this go, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? I feel so lost. I feel so adrift. Um, Life purpose changes. So as you go forward, it is almost as if you get really super close and your guides go, oh, well, we can't have you learn everything in this lifetime. So let's change the goalposts. So now you have more things to learn. You can't just cross the line. You've got to continue learning. So I really feel like you've gotten to that point where your goalpost is moved and you're going to either have a major shift coming up, or you've already have it where you go, I didn't expect to be here at this time. And I think that that's really beautiful because you have a lot of sacredness in your lifetime. You've also had shamanic past lives, but that's for another day. So moving on, I hope that helps. This is a lot of fun. How you guys doing out there? We all good? Drinking my coffee. Well, it's not coffee. I'm on to tea. I've moved on. Catherine Chopin, good evening. Good evening. How are you today? if I start talking really, really fast, you guys, that means I'm channeling. So when I start channeling, the words come really quick and it sounds like I'm on fast forward. Disregard it, and don't disregard the words. Just ignore me. Good afternoon, Michelle Hull, Katrina McCabe again. Hi, everybody. Everybody give a shout out, give a hi, give a welcome, join the conversation. This is what this is about. This is about, hi, Stacy. This is about community and creation of just this collective energy of friendship that goes with this, because we are all about raising energy and vibration through community. Allison Barton, I want to talk about daisies for you. I just want you to watch out for daisies. And it's a sign from somebody that passed away that liked daisies, yellow daisies, or I think they're called, not coneflower, maybe coneflowers, really, really beautiful. But that's just a sign from spirit. Hi, Allison Barton. Did I confuse you? Martin Hazel. I'd like to stop here for just a second and talk to Martin. Martin, I want to talk about a lifetime. As I've said, I work a lot in the Akasha Calls. I want to talk about a lifetime of archery, a lifetime of service to community, where you actually pretty much just devoted every waking moment to being a protector. And the feeling I get with this is, oh, this is really cool. I love when I have these things come across, because the first thing they do is they give me indications of what lifetime we're talking about. And then they start to give me locations and time frames. And the next thing I get for you outside the archery is the Red Cross of the Knights Templar. So they're talking about sacred journeys and they're talking about sacred protection. But I actually feel like this was a moment in time when you weren't actually just a Knights Templar, you were protecting royalty. And this was actually an end of life moment that they're showing me, where you have laid down at the feet of the people that you were protecting because you were standing right there. If you were to be considered in modern times, it would be like protecting, being the protective detail of the royalty or a president or something along those lines. And they talk about how strong your spirit was, how you were so dedicated to protecting what you felt was right. So I would really expect that to be a thing in your lifetime right now, where you just can stand forward and go, okay, I know what's right. I know what I have to stand for. You don't have to influence everybody, because I don't feel like that's your goal. You don't have to push your opinion or your agenda on everybody, because you know exactly within your soul what's perfect for you. And although it may not be perfect for other people, your energy shines really, really incredibly bright, because it is that protector energy. I also want to say that I feel like you've had past moments where you've not actually gone into a life, but you've been more of a guide and you've helped protect somebody, because you have a soul out there that you're extremely protective of on many, many levels. That's not this lifetime, but you've done it in different timelines. So I hope that helps. Moving on, Knights Templar. How cool is that, right? What a noble thing to be say you have in your past lives. And oh, I'm sorry. Any technical difficulties, you guys? Is me. It's totally me. Totally me. Mary Ayers, welcome, welcome. Everybody's a new viewer today for me because, well, I'm new. And we're having fun with it. Bradley Leitster, good afternoon, Bradley. Sue Holman, welcome, welcome. Everybody give a shout out, say hi. If you're new to Spiritual Psychic TV, let us know that as well. But everybody's new to me. Most everybody's new to me because I'm new here. Welcome, Jules. Welcome. Trevor Morley, I'd like to stop here for a second. Thank you. I came with this energy. Actually, I've developed it. But we're all a work in progress. And that's what I'm supposed to tell you. You are a work in progress, and you are a beautiful work in progress, a beautiful work in progress. I actually want to give you an angel color. My guides and angels know I am quite forgetful. So they present the angels in colors for me. It's a little bit different way to do it, but aren't we all unique? Aren't we all beautiful? We do it differently. And I want to give you a purple color. and I can't remember what angel goes with purple, and I'm sure somebody on here will put it up there. Please do. What angel goes with purple, you guys? Give a comment, give a shout, um, because the color of that angel is the angel that resides with Trevor here and protects and guides him in everything that he does. I also want to talk about another guide that I have. He works a little bit differently, quite uniquely. And he shows people walking in the sand, and I get messages from what pops up in the sand as they walk away. Truly, truly unique way to read, but it is a blessing and the same at the same time. And they talk about as you walk, your footprints fill with crystals. Your footprints fill with vibrations. You're raising your vibrations every day in every way, and they really are encouraging you to take the next step. I don't know what you do for a living, but I got to tell you, your guides are right there on point for you. And they are encouraging you to pay attention because you have an active imagination. That imagination, you can consider your imagination part of your intuition, you guys. You cannot have intuition without 99.9% being imagination. You have to have something to feed from. So you're clairvoyant absolutely all day long. Clairvoyant. Pay attention to your imagination, and you are going to start creating that neural connection with your guides, and they're going to start communicating with you more, and you're going to get more messages if you choose to do so. If you don't choose to do so, just kind of sign off from that. But everybody's an intuitive, and that's what makes this beautiful, because you just have to figure out how to connect with your guides, and they're working really hard to connect with you, Trevor. So I hope that helps. Moving on. Am I moving too fast? I can slow down. I'm sorry. When I start working, I can slow down. Poor Richard. I'll slow down. Hi, Suze. Oh, I love your look. I love your look. You come off as a queen. You actually come off as this person that is totally capable and totally developed in their personality, very comfortable with who you are. And I'm supposed to pull you a card. I do have about 40 decks of cards over here. So um, we're going to pull from my absolute favorite deck. And I'm going to pull you a card because you just have this wonderful energy. You have a fairy energy to you as well. Working as a shaman, I work a lot with the elementals, and you carry that fairy energy with you, which also brings in a lot of intuition and knowledge. Make sure that your knowledge seeking doesn't interfere with your gut intuition, because if you start to overthink things, then all of a sudden you slow down. Your intuition will slow down. And here's the card for you. And always, I love this deck. This is such a beautiful deck. Always work with integrity. I think that's a big part of who you are. Lying, no, no boy, no. We don't like that, right? That's a big thing. Working with integrity, being who you say you are. And that's really what comes off of your energy vibration on your photo. And I love it because there's many occasions in your life where someone has lied to you and you find it absolutely abhorrent that anybody could do some of the things that they've told you. And just know you resonate much higher than those individuals and are a sterling and beautiful soul. How is that? Slower? I have to pay attention to talking slower. So moving on. There we go. Hi. Awesome. Gotcha. I'm not talking to the voices in my head, you guys. I'm talking to Richard. She says they don't believe you. They don't believe you. Mary Dixie, good evening. How are you this evening? I want just I just really want to quickly say there's a dog in spirit. There's a dog in spirit that hangs out with you. I don't know if it's like it's just a medium-sized dog. It's like a little terrier type thing. But just know that if you feel like you're going to trip, if you feel very trippy, it's because you have energetic feeling of spirit animal down at your feet, not totem animal, but a dog that's passed down by your feet. And pay attention to that. Also, when I get the feeling that somebody may trip, also know that Archangel Michael stands very closely with you. pay attention to your gut intuition. If it says don't do something, don't do it, because that feeling of tripping, usually someone messages me later and says, oh, really? So, but yeah, you do have an animal following you pretty closely. So moving on. At Richard's convenience. What? Oh, oh, awesome. Yes, he is like Oz behind the curtain, and you can tell I'm not used to using earbuds. And so it is like, hello, hello. It's fantastic. He really is Harmonia. He's fantastic. He's really great support right back here. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Hazel. Wonderful to meet you. Wonderful to meet you. Okay. The comments come up totally random, you guys, and I pick who I'm reading for as randomly as they come up. So as we go through, that is a beautiful, beautiful puppy, Kim Harknett, beautiful puppy. As we go through, just know you'll get a reading as they're called through spirit. And he is doing random posts. Sharon Laglins, welcome, welcome. I'd like to stop on Lorraine Smith for just a second. Lorraine, Lorraine, I'm looking at your energetic field, actually your auric field. You have quite a bit of green in there. What I would love for you to do is find some time for yourself and bring in a little bit of self-love, bring in a little self-care. I'd say get a pedicure, stuff like that. But take some time to turn inward a little bit and love yourself a little bit more, because this green that I'm seeing, it's almost like it has to do with the throat chakra as well. So bringing in a little bit of self-love and expressing yourself a little bit more is super important, because you need to be able to be who you're supposed to be. And I feel like there's people that are just not your best cheerleaders, and we want to surround ourselves with the best cheerleaders, and the best, most highest regarded one should be you. So I hope that helps. I would really um, I love your energy. It's very soft, but it's not afraid to tell people off either. So I like that. And I think that's important to be able to be vocal, but make sure you're being vocal with the correct people. That's important. So moving on. He's a spiritual whisperer. He's awesome, right? I'm actually just meeting him this in the last couple of weeks. It's been really amazing. He's a wonderful guy, and he is like the spiritual whisperer, right? So he is the Oz behind the screen here. Hi, Heidi. How are you today? I've seen you a couple times today, actually. I've been online a couple times. I love my hair. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Heidi Spicer. Um, it's mostly gray. My husband. We're gonna attribute that to my husband. Georgia Mathio. Love your energy. Sarah Lou Helm, welcome. Everybody throw a shout out, throw a comment. If you're a late bloomer, give me a whoop whoop. Let's get some comments and some love going out there. Trudy Husson, could we hold here with Trudy, please? Trudy, I'm not quite sure why we're holding yet. So hold please. Um, I'm seeing ladybugs. I pick up ladybugs, and I want to throw this out there just because I pick up a little bit of mediumship here, and I want to give you a message here. I have somebody that's passed away. It's definitely a female, and it is. I feel like there was a problem with one side of the body, so I'm going to say probably an aneurysm, a stroke, something along those lines. But that ladybug, they want to show the ladybug, and they say, "Hey, when you see ladybugs, think of me." I need some more information. This person would have been bothered by smells. Like there would have been a particular smell that would have bothered them, and they would have been like, "Oh, get that away from me." They didn't like something when something was cooked, or it was just this particular smell that they couldn't stand. And I feel like that was a later in life type of thing as well. And it's interesting because this person talks about little known subjects in the family. I feel like this person was intuitive, and I don't know if it was like a family hush hush thing. It wasn't something to be talked about. But she says that you're an intuitive as well, and probably not out working that way, but just know that you have a special connection with this person, and that when you feel that they're around, that they are around, and you're catching that. I hope that makes sense to you, because it's really important for them to say, hey, look for the ladybugs and butterflies. Look for the butterflies and ladybugs are everywhere. I don't like to give general readings and something like that, but this person's like, it'll just mean that I'm around. It's their indicator. So I hope that helps. Lovely energy. Joanne Lewis, welcome, welcome. Hi from Cornwall. Emma Adams, welcome. And look at your little Volkswagen bug on your picture. Aren't you cute? Barbara Curry from Bristol. Whoop, whoop, Dolores. Hi, Christine Woodham from Spain. Whoop, whoop. Jane Miriam. If I could read for her just really quickly, that'd be great. Um, Jean, I want to talk, or Jane, sorry, Jane. I want to talk about someone that has passed away that had a beautiful voice. I kind of am leaning more towards a man on this, but the energies when I get an information that somebody was a singer that they sang probably in church, I hear somewhere over the rainbow. So I hear them singing that, but I kind of feel like it's a man that passed away, and it wasn't something they did a lot, but it was kind of like a blessing to hear him do it because it was deep and rumbly and very it would bring tears kind of thing. It just felt like a it would just wrap around the soul kind of thing. And I'm not sure what the message here is per se, but he keeps showing me an old school chalkboard, like a teacher would have written on, and he shows one lesson down. You've got one lesson under your belt, and he talks about having two more lessons coming. And I actually, as I see this person, what I'm doing is I'm visualizing your energy and then where they stand behind you. And I feel like it might have been like a grandfather. I want to say great grandfather, but I feel like it might have been a grandfather. I don't know if you have any teachers in the family, but that's what this energy feels like, is a teacher that stands two people back behind you. So it wouldn't be your father, it would be a grandfather or a great grandfather. But I really feel grandfather. And he's like, you've got a support group and there's two more lessons that you have coming. And one of them's really close. They give me also within like 2 months that's going to start, and that you have every skill that you need to overcome anything that you have come at you in life already. So no stresses. It's not a bad thing. It is just something to work on. And that's what we all are, right? Is a work in progress. And that's what he says. You're a beautiful work in progress, and you've got a couple more lessons, but boy, do you have one down, and that's going to assist you in everything else. So I hope that makes sense. And moving on. I need to have t-shirts to say that. Yeah. Jeannie, welcome, welcome. Hi, Isis and Nighthawk. Tina Place. Tina Place, can we hold here? All these new people. This is fun. I had a blast. Tina Place, I'm wondering if you are aware of working with angels, because Archangel Metatron hangs really close to you. And he talks a lot about shifting gears. And we have something we call we have something we call 2x4 therapy. And he's really great at this. This is the moment when he decides it's time for you to move forward and you're on the cusp of lessons. And he pushes you over the line to try and give you a nudge. So I feel like you're right there on a cusp of a lesson. Dream time, if you're not getting a whole lot of sleep, or if you're getting a lot of messages right before you wake up and you don't remember them, that is a lot of Archangel Metatron right there. When he starts coming in with sacred geometry right before you wake up, that's when you know you're getting closer to lessons. I would actually, if you don't are not aware of Metatron, do a little research on him, find out what he's about. But we call him like the word cleaver of the archangels. And he's the one that says, hey, this is what we're going to do at this time with the other archangels. And he just kind of runs the show a little bit. So when you have him come in, it is no good to argue with him. I've tried it. He wins every single time. He obviously knows everything. And he is going to give you a boost in energy, and you're gonna find that you shift gears spiritually pretty quickly. I do find that as we have quite a few people that I talk to that have worked with Metatron, he really will soft step with you for a while, and then it's like what we call 2x4 therapy, where you go, "Hi, how are you today?" and he hits you in the head with a 2x4, and you have to listen. So we do love Archangel Metatron, and he is absolutely fantastic. Will he take you to the next level? And I actually want to say, I feel like you have light language coming into your existence. So if you are writing things down or journaling and you start to doodle, pay attention to your doodles, because that would be light language. So moving on. I hope that's helpful. What? Oh, he does sound like a transformer. He has a fantastic sense of humor. I don't know. He does. And I've had people call him Metatron or Megatron before, and he gets a big chuckle out of it. So it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Um, we try our very best to cheer people up, Lisa Wilkinson. We do our very best. So stick with us and join the chat. Enjoy the people that are in the chat, and really just enjoy the energy, because we have a bunch of incredible people that are signed on. Leanne, welcome, Leanne. I'm supposed to pull Leanne a card. My guides need to be faster. I'm supposed to pull Leanne a card, not this deck. Okay, not this deck. Oh, this deck. Okay. And I have a bunch of decks to pull from. So, but you have a strong animal connection, Leanne. I want to talk about earth energy for you as well. If you're not grounding yourself out enough, if you're feeling disconnected, if you're feeling like you're not on the right track, please practice some grounding and some centering. I know you hear the ground, center, and protect. We're really, really huge on centering. This is a big practice with Archangel Metatron. So, but ground out first and then center, because when you're centering, you're really finding out who you are on a soul level, not just who people want you to be or what people want you to say, but who you are right on the inside. So I really do recommend finding a centering practice that works for you. But grounding is also important. You have a lot of gnome and earth energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a lot of things come up missing and you find them later on and go, what the? I looked there 10 times. That has a lot of elemental energy behind it. And they talk about spirits in a home. They talk about spirits in a home. I don't know if you have spirits in this home or if you've had them in a past home, but they talk about spirits in the home and how much fun they had with you. I don't know if it's your home or not, but you have a prankster that likes to cruise around your energy. So your card today this is from, nope, that one, okay. This is the Spirit of the Animal Oracles by Jody Bergsma. Love Jody, her art. And your card is the Loon. And I'm sorry, my signal is really bad. And I will adjust that obviously with my internet issues. But the spirit of the loon is with you, and it's the spirit of the intuitive, because I'm very pixelated. I will tell you what it says. It's intuitive work. I don't read from the card unless I absolutely have to read from the card because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. But I can tell you that you're in and out of your intuition. You are above the water and below the water, here and there. When you feel like you want to, you almost remind me of an energy that says, "I have a deck of cards. You want to have some fun?" And then when you put the cards away, you're done. So, but your connection runs much deeper than that, and they're waiting for you to feel that water energy that goes with that. You're very dynamic in your elements. So when I say you're an earth energy, it means that energy resides within your energetic field, but then you have this water energy as well. So you can keep a foot in both worlds here. You can be very, very practical and left brain and rooted in the here and now, but then you can also be very right brain as well. And it's very difficult sometimes to fight that left brain and right brain together, but you can handle this. You've got this, and your guides want you to know you can take on anything that is, and I did it again. You can take on anything that is geared. You guys see me falling apart? I fall apart. I know. They don't want to stay in. But you're very, very confident in some areas of your life. You should be very confident in all areas of your life. You're very beautiful. Your soul is amazing, and you're unique. And there's something about your energy that tells me you have a unique skill. And I'm trying to pinpoint it because one of the things that my guides like to do is tell people what their clairs are. And I'm trying to pinpoint your clair, and it's one of the lesser clairs. So you're obviously an empath. You have a lot of energies that come in, and you might be a very emotional person because you're not maybe blocking a lot of other people's issues. People want to tell you everything, but I also feel like you have a clairalience. I understand. Thank you. I get it. There's one clair that absolutely is one of the most beautiful clairs, and it is a lesser clair, but it is an association with clairalience, which is that sense of smell, like you smell grandma's cooking, but you can smell angels. When people have guardian angels walking with them, you will have the knowledge or the intuition to smell something that's extremely overly sweet and know that they have angels with them. That also goes into play throughout regular day to day when if you were to be working intuitively or doing something in your day that might not have a good ending, like you're going to trip over something or something along those lines. You may smell this overly sweet smell and think, okay, this is an indication that my guides are telling me, my angels are telling me, maybe not today. Let's not do that today. I've had a moment like this as an example where I smelled angels and my guides went, maybe you ought not go work on that horse today. And I went, I got this. And I went outside and I got kicked in the head. So, just stuff like that. So pay attention to your clairs, and we all have a clair. Every single one of us have a clair. We don't exist on this planet without having some sort of extrasensory, how do I survive kind of skill. The trick is figuring it out. So feel unique, feel beautiful, and if you smell something overly sweet, listen to those angels. So moving on. As long as I don't fall apart. Thank you, Diane Burston. Thank you. Good afternoon, Christine Moraes. You love the Transformers. Your favorite was Bumblebee? Mine too. I want one. Francis Alex, hello, hello. How are you today? Can someone tell you what an Akashic record is? Perfect. That's a great question. I love to answer these types of questions. An Akashic record, mind blown here, is a record of everything you have ever done in this lifetime, any other dimension, any other lifetime, past, present, future, all across the board. It's all within this library. And if you can, I reached there through Shamanic Journey. And once you can get into that theta brainwave anybody on the planet can access their records. And so say you are working on accounting and you're having a problem doing your taxes and you need a little boost and a little bit of help, all you have to do is sink down into the theta and say, okay, show me my records. I would like to work on accounting. Show me a lifetime that I have that kind of skill. And we go across the gamut of skills that we have from lifetime to lifetime because we have to. This is how we ascend. This is how we move forward. And we have it all at our fingertips. It's right there. We just have to have the knowledge and the inclination to go find it. And it's right there. And you can ask your guides to take you. It is truly an amazing, amazing journey to go on to be able to see some of the past lives that you've experienced. Really cool. Good question. Great question. It's going to fall out again. Okay, moving on. Oh, well, look at this, you guys. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, we're doing, we'll have on Spiritual Psychic TV Psychic Picnic with Jackie Robinson at 12 o'clock on Thursday. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds very relaxing. I can't wait to, I'm going to tune into that and check that out. That sounds awesome with Jackie Robinson. Okay, great. And you have to be an SPtv fan to get on this. It's in a Zoom room, which is a live thing. So that's pretty awesome, you guys. Make sure you guys check in on that and make sure you're a fan of SPtv to get onto that. Ooh, now this should be a lot of fun, you guys. Tomorrow night we have a VIP event. It's trance demonstration again through the Zoom room at SPtv Lounge. Go there for the details tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Don't forget for you guys in the United States that this is UK time, not our time zone. So you have to check your time zones on that. Awesome. So tomorrow we have me. Oh no, is that tomorrow? It's an ongoing course that's running. Okay, mediumship development course level 1 with Matt and Christy Grogan. That's on SBTV. VIP members are offered discounts. So I want to throw out that the VIP, you guys, really gets you into a lot of great stuff. Make sure you check out the VIP, affordable for everybody. And it really is a great benefit to be able to access some things that other people don't. So check out that VIP so you can check the courses and a lot of free stuff that they do. The trance sessions are very good, Benny says. That I have not been able to see the trance session yet. I haven't gone into the library far enough, and I'm kind of excited to see it. Trance mediumship is amazing. There's a Peggy Dowler with a whoop whoop. So, you know, we like our whoop whoops going on in here. We have a lot of fun. Beautiful group of people. Thank you so much. Means so much right now. We all need Laura Brain. Every once in a while, we need to have a little bit of an uplifting energy, don't we? And the people that have logged on today are amazing. So I hope you're enjoying that. That's great. Natasha, yep. Sorry. Oh, she's from the States. Okay. From the States. Isle of Wight. Now that's cool. See, to me, that sounds amazing, right? South coast of England. How very cool. Very, very cool. Anything, please. Let's go ahead and stop here with Jan Parks. Jan, you resonate with a crystal, and this is not something I normally do. Usually, this is my husband's realm of working with crystals and things like that. But you're resonating with the crystal. Oh, I understand. Thank you so much. I got you. Understand very much. And you have some past lifetimes that really, you very deep, very, very old soul that reaches back pretty far. And we're talking about Lemuria at this point. And the reason I know we're talking about Lemuria is if they're going to show me a crystal, it is going to be a Lemurian crystal of this size. And they talk about timekeepers and coding. And if you don't own a Lemurian crystal, and I would recommend it. I would recommend it because the barcodes on the Lemurian crystals are what release information that was preserved back in ancient Lemuria. So I want to go back even further than this, though, and I want to go into Pleiadians. I want to talk about the higher vibrations of the Pleiadians and the conscious decision that you made to come to this planet where you stepped into Lemurian society, and then you took a break for a while. When Lemuria descended, it wasn't, the sinking into the sea, as a lot of people would explain it as. It was the release of the connection to the stars. And as that connection diminished, your soul stepped back and said, you know what, let's let society develop and become more advanced. And then you ended up coming back in around the 17th century is what they're talking about, to tweak some things. Like you pop in and pop out, your energy is very, very, very high vibrating. If you're not an energy healer, I would look into it. But you would really resonate with these Lemurian crystals. My hands light up as I'm just even talking about it, where it would take you into meditative state really, really deeply, and a lot of information would come across. But you're here at this moment right now because your guides are really great, by the way. You have great, great guides. And you're here at this moment right now because you're tweaking another moment in time. It's like you're a professional. You come in you decide when you're going to come in to help tweak humanity and just bring in a higher vibration. I really love your energy. And you have a guide that wants to, and I don't understand why, it might make sense to you. I will tell you if something doesn't make sense to me, you guys. I didn't start this till I was 38 years old. And we are all, that's the only difference is I've learned how to connect most of the dots with my guides. And sometimes they throw me a curveball, and you have one person that wants to hand you roses. They want to give you a bundle of roses and say, you are loved. You are loved and appreciated, and you need to know that. That's all I have. And I have no more. Okay, moving on. I know, I'm so good. That's the voice in my ears, you guys, I swear. Maria Anna, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Full moon tomorrow. Absolutely, right? Full moon tomorrow. Put your crystals out tomorrow, you guys. Make sure you get your crystals out to cleanse them in the full moon energy, correct? We want to make sure our crystals are working and vibrating at the right frequency for us. Evening, Petra. Welcome, welcome. Allison Barton, people talking about Claire's on Facebook makes me want to eat a chocolate eclair, right? Yeah, exactly. Yummy. Not the right kind of Claire, though. Hi, Michelle Ann Baker. Welcome, welcome. You're from Scotland. Woo! Scotland, vacation destination. Welcome, Hesval. Ebony Grace. Can I hold here, please? Ebony Grace. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm supposed to pull you a card. I'm supposed to talk to you about dragons. Let's do it. Let's talk about dragons. Also, Pleiadian energy. Pleiadian energies, a lot of dragons come in for the Pleiadians. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I have a couple things. I want to talk about dragons. I want to talk about the need to bring in, why this thing don't work. The need to bring in, there we go. Aha. The need to bring in a truly amazing air energy for you. You have the capacity to, and they're showing me almost like numbers, like a digital thing going on for you. So I want you to have a lot of faith in yourself when it comes to intelligence. Somebody may have told you at one point in your life that you couldn't do something or you weren't good enough or whatever. How many people on the feed, give me a me or a comment, how many people have told you you weren't capable of something when you later found out that they were full of it, right? You just kind of exceeded their expectations and in turn yours. And this is what Ebony Grace has in front of her. She is going to knock out expectations. And your intelligence level, they talk about you have classes coming up. You might not even be aware of them quite yet, but you have learning coming up because you're going to excel beyond, well, what people have told you to do or you were able to do. They want to talk also about past lifetimes. I can see into your Akashic halls that you have a very specific Athens. You've lived in Athens, Greece, in the heyday, in the height of that type of civilization. And you were a male energy in that particular lifetime, and you were in a position of power, of an intelligence, and you moved people forward. And I'm almost going to go as far as to say, because they show me holding a staff with an emblem on it. You were a head of a family that was very, very powerful. You moved families forward. You moved the military forward. You had a very exact type of process you did to move war. So you helped bring about success for the realm, which is really, really cool because as they talk about that, they also talk about your devotion to the goddess Artemis and how Artemis was there by your side all the time. It's so interesting how the goddess was there by your side all the time, helping you construct war tactics because she is that type of goddess. And she's very, very, and I talk about her in first person because she still is very prominent in your lifetime. Work with the goddess Artemis. By the way, to me, she tells me she likes to be called Diana a whole lot more than she likes the name Artemis, which also goes off into the Roman. So she has you in a couple different past lives, and she wants to work with you quite often in on a daily basis. That ties into the Pleiadian energy as well, where if you wanted to channel the Pleiadians, I actually think that you could, because that little voice in your head always isn't that little voice in your head. It's also extraterrestrial energies and guides that want to come in and have a chat. I know. Pay attention to your pronouns, you guys. This is the jewel of the day. If you call yourself you and we, that's guide talk. If you say me and I, that is personal talk. So I hope that helps. Moving on. Whenever you're ready, Richard. Okay. He's funny, you guys. He's funny. Hi, Millie, Maggie. Hi, Megan Payton. Lisa Paris. Lisa Paris is from New York. Awesome. Thank you so much. Merseyside, I think I said it right. Merseyside, UK. Awesome. Elaine Kenneck. If you guys are new to Spiritual Psychic TV, let us know that. That's really incredible to have so many new people. And give us a woot woot. You guys, we like to create conversation and community because it's not just me talking to you guys. It's about you guys talking in the chat, and you would be amazed at how many things you can learn from people in the chat as well, where they have had experiences. Sorry? Really? That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what it's about, creating community. And Richard and I have talked about this. It's really cool to have, develop and grab your intuition and really make it unique to you and go forward. But what really, really makes it all worth it is the community that develops from all of that. It's second to none, you guys. It's very humbling and beautiful. And when I say everybody is unique and everybody's a psychic, I never in my lifetime or well, maybe other lifetimes, I don't know, thought this would be what I do for enjoyment. So here we are. You never know how diverse you are until you really test the waters. Carrie, can we stop at Carrie, please? Oh, Katie, hi. You were on the screen for a while and I didn't say hello. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm trying. Okay, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, you have a lot. I don't know if your ears ring. I don't know if your ears ring, but the first thing I want to talk about is your animal totem. You have dolphin animal totem. Now, Dolphins are exceptional, exceptional animals. Mammals, they are incredible guides to have. They hit on several different things. They talk about the water energy and they talk about the intelligence and the air energy as well. So if your ears are ringing quite a bit, it is because you're getting messages and you're not paying attention. So many of us, matter of fact, anybody that's not working on intuitively and aware of your guides are getting messages daily, but we are trained to ignore them. It is just a thing. It is, as humans, we just go on and on and on and we are oblivious. But if your ears are ringing, slow yourself down. Find some meditation that works for you and just listen. Settle your spirit and soul, and you will be amazed by yourself. And I'm supposed to pull your card. They want to talk also about union. They want to talk about you don't have to do any, this is my any technical difficulties are me. You don't have to do things by yourself. You don't have to be so stinking independent. Make sure that you are incorporating other people into some of the things you do, because once again, community is how we move forward. And if you feel that you have to push somebody out of your life because they're not resonating with you anymore, don't feel bad about that, because just because we need community doesn't mean we have to take everybody. Like, this is invitation only. Sometimes we have to be a little bit more selective on who we listen to and what we move forward on. So I hope that helps. And moving on. When Richard's ready. These things are driving me nuts. Okay. Charmaine Walsh, welcome, welcome. We're not a group. We became family. We become family. Absolutely, Katrina McCabe. Blessed to have you on here, girl. Absolutely love you. You know it. Yeah, I got to stop playing with these things. Can you hear me? Okay, good, because it just said muted in my ear. Not new to SPtv, but new to you. Welcome, Amy. I'm new to SPtv, so I'm super excited. Everybody seems so welcoming and just such amazing energies that I'm excited about it all. Natalie Bentley, welcome, welcome. Denise Smith, could we hold here, please? Let me figure out how to put that thing back in there. Denise Smith. Denise, I don't know if you're writing something or if you have thought about writing something, but your guides show you putting things on paper. I don't know if it's family memories or something that needs to be passed down. There's some sort of writing that needs to happen. If you've been putting it off, don't put it off anymore. It could be something creative, it could be painting, but I really feel like there's pen to paper, writing something down, and it's procrastination. You have the skills, you have the stories behind you. You have a lot of stories that you could write about. Put it down on paper, and you'd be surprised at how many people can learn from your journey. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We bring each other messages and stories and journeys, and somebody is supposed to learn from it along the way. We're going together as a village, not just an individual person. So you have a lot of things to share, and some of them may be painful, some of them may be what you don't think people would be interested in hearing, but boy, would you be surprised, because you have the energy of a writer in your past lives, absolutely, and your guides kind of push you in that direction. So if you're looking for something to do and you're trying to kill some time, put some paper and pen to use. There we are. And moving on, whatever. Hi from New Brunswick, Canada. Luann, welcome, Luann. From New Zealand, we talked to a lot of people from New Zealand. Welcome, Sarah Lennon. Renee, thank you. We are family. We are family. Natalie Welch from sunny London. Awesome. I'm glad you guys have sun. I'm glad you have sun. Lisa Kent Enos. Welcome, welcome. Right, right, right. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Amanda Groom, can we stop with Amanda Groom? Okay. Amanda, I feel like you are not breathing deep enough. Uh, I feel like you are breathing extremely shallow, which is you should be breathing down into the gut. Actually, this is the thing that a lot of people should be paying attention to. When you're breathing, bring it down, really bring it down into the gut because this brings your energy back up as you take a nice deep exhale. You need to stir up your energy a little bit. There's a little bit of a muddiness in your heart chakra. It's not a blockage, but it's like an old angst kind of thing that needs to be released because it doesn't do you any good to hold on to things. It's an old I miss somebody. I kind of feel like it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help to hold on to that. Just know that when somebody passes away, I'm just shooting from here. You're right, guys. When somebody passes away or someone leaves our life, it's done on purpose. It's done because we set that up in life between lives before we even get here. So just know that everything that happens with a reason and a purpose. And sometimes when we have the greatest pain in our lifetimes, we learn the greatest lessons. You cannot learn within the calm. You're always going to learn within that storm. And you're constantly guided. Like, I feel like somebody's shaking a spoon at you, kind of like, listen to what I'm saying. How can you not? I'm older than you, kind of thing. So you're constantly guided, and I feel like you almost have this internal dialogue in your head where you could feel like somebody was talking to you that you knew, and pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. So I hope that helps. Siobhan O'Rourke. Savon. Okay, yeah, you knew I was going to mess that one up, right? You did that on purpose. That's awesome, though. I love the name. I love the name. Welcome, welcome. Not new. Isis Kilmer's new to SPtv, not new to me, but new to SP. Sue Savage, welcome, welcome. New here from New York, would love a reading. Nia Robinson. Oh, let's stop. Let's stop. Nia, I have, when I hear this, I know that one of my guides has come across to tell you that you're on the right track. They're talking about one foot in front of another. I feel like you have some sort of prosperous, and I also have one guide that comes forward, and this is his whole job, guys, seriously. He walks forward from the darkness and goes, money. So you have some money coming in. I don't like to tell people that unless this guide comes forward and he's talking about new opportunities coming your way in a field where you will actually make some money. Something's going to shift for you. So just know that when opportunity presents itself, it's because you probably manifested it. We're huge on manifesting here. So if you manifested money, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Make sure you take a hold of it and say, okay, I can't specify how this happens, but it happened. Here I am. It may not be the perfect and exact way to make money at the moment, but it's going to work for me in the long run because things are going to shift and become perfect later on. So you have money coming. There we go. Who doesn't like money, right? Okay. Hi, Lisa. Is there, hi, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Is there a good place to start to get my spiritual mojo back? Feel like I have a lost touch with my spiritual side a bit. Um, Natalie, I'm really big on community. We we really do talk a lot about community because when you have one person that vibrates high, they're going to raise another person high. Meditation is a big deal. Get in touch with your guides because that is their sole job. Their sole job is to be a good leader for you, to help guide you in the correct direction. Your angels are there to do the same. Animal totem, you have a plethora of assistants. So, what my question would be is, and this is to everybody out there, what is it that stops you from feeling like you're stepping forward on your spiritual journey? Is it that your guides aren't there or your lack of faith in yourself? That is where you have to start. You have to gain the faith back in yourself to believe the messages because your guides are always going to be right. Your guides are always going to be correct in every message that they give you. have some faith in yourself. And that's when you really start to skyrocket. Absolutely. I hope that helps. Love the toadstool. That's my husband's toadstool. He found it at the store and he had to come home with it. So thank you. Awesome. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much. You want the amethyst? Oh, thank you. This has been a lot of fun, you guys. This has been a lot of fun. Once again, you guys, my name is Lisa Fry of My Mystical Life on Facebook and YouTube. And we have, because I know we have a lot of our community on here tonight, I will include them. We are so excited to be a part of this and hope to help everybody raise their own vibration. And I hope you find us there because we love what we do and we love our community. And we have really enjoyed being here with you this evening. So thank you. Thank you guys. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You're very welcome, Cheryl. This is my grounding and my joy. I love to help people raise their joy. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Everyone wants the amethyst. You should see the crystal room. Been a great evening. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you. Oh, absolutely, Dominique. It's just really amazing how people grow together and rise up. It's amazing. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Terry. We'll give the collective wave. Oh, admin. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We try to bring in a wonderful, high vibrating energy. Jan Parks, you're welcome. Thank you. That's awesome. What a great response, you guys. That is just absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Lisa Wilkinson. I hope you feel better. Sending love and light your way if you're accepting of it. Jennifer Vaughn, awesome. Have a great evening, girl. You're very welcome. Very welcome, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Awesome. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Allison. Have a wonderful evening. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And that's me, Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life, saying bye.